Movie channel. I'm here to do another movie review, and yes, we're back to the actual setup, my camera setup. The last two movie reviews I did was my webcam, so now I have a nicer quality to my camera. So what movie we're gonna review? My shirt right here, it represent America. So last night I just saw Patriots Day. Patriots Day is directed by Peter Berg and starring Mark Wahlberg, John Goodman, Michelle McConaughey, Jacob Seaman, Kevin Bacon, all around great cast in this movie. And it's about a story about the Boston bombing massacre that happened 2013, which is 5 years, I believe, 5 years ago or 4 years ago. Going in, watching the trailer, I was expecting something that is very special, something that can be pay respect to the story and what happened to the tragedy event that happened 2013 long ago. I mean, 5 years or 4 years later. It's the right time to tell the story, and that's basically the whole plot. And it's about the Boston massacre, the story of the manhunt of these two bombers in the movie. And going in, watching the trailer, I want something that can pay respect to the story, knowing that this actually happened years ago. And Peter Berg Peter Berg had been killed with his films. I recently picked up Deepwater Horizon, one of my favorite films from last year. Incredible film. He actually cared about the story that can be respect in a way, and he did that in Deepwater Horizon and Patriots Day. And it's the third collaboration with Mark Wahlberg with The Lone Survivor of Deepwater Horizon, now Patriots Day. Going in with an open mind, wanting to have respect to the story that happened few years ago. And I believe I was 7th grade watching this news in school, and we were in shock and we're in silence what happened to the Boston, and just the manhunt itself. We were completely broken in silence, and it was the right time to tell the story. Like 2017, let's tell the story to everyone in the world, so we can appreciate what happened, this tragedy that happened years ago in Boston. The loss of injuries happened. And going in, man, after watching this movie, it was powerful. It's really good. It's great. For what Peter Berg did in the movie was phenomenal. The way he directed it, written, and cinematography, and the performance by Mark Wahlberg and everybody else in the movie was phenomenal. They actually care about the character, the actual people that they're portraying, and the story itself, the manhunt, and the after Boston bombing, the marathon. After that, it felt in a way they're paying respect to people who are tragically gone and the people who survives, and they're paying respect to that. And it was a heart-wrenching movie. I actually teared up in the movie because, I cared about these people losing and what they had gone through, and it was a powerful story and very well written. It's very well performed by Mark Wahlberg. This is Mark Wahlberg's best role, acted yet, next to Deepwater Horizon. Mark Wahlberg, he's a good actor, but he's sometimes in the bad movies, he was fine in it, but in this role, he gotta, bring the game on, and he did, and he's emotionally powerful in this movie. And just, I care about him trying to get these bombers go to jail for what they did, and the manhunt of this is just phenomenal. The way it's told is so powerful, very heart-wrenching, that I care about the policemen that they're trying to get these two young adults who did the bombing, and it's just all around intense, but at the same time very tearjerker at the same time. And this is a great storytelling. Throughout, it's very great storytelling. And one of the best parts of the movie is that they use actual footage from the Boston bombing. It's very well edited, put together in the movie, like with the actual film that they shot and the footage that they were shot in the Boston, the actual footage. And it's just very well put together, and the story involved with all the people who got injured was emotional. I mean, just to see them suffering, they're injured, it's well done the way it is. It felt raw, grounded, and real. It felt real, even though there's your props. It's just phenomenal. It's just the way Peter Berg directed it felt real, like a documentary. It felt like a documentary when I watched this movie. And seeing it last night, man, I was emotionally after the movie I saw. When the movie finished, I was in silence, thinking about the movie, is how great the movie, how well directed the movie is, and how it's well put together, with such care. And it's just a very well done movie as it is. It's probably my favorite movie of 2017. This movie came out as 2016 for a limited time. Sadly, I did not see it in limited time because I live in a small town, but now it's in wide release, so I'm very happy I saw this movie. I needed to see this movie because I cared of what happened to the Boston bombing, and it's a great directed movie. It's very well done. The way Peter Berg cared about the story, and the actor that cared about portraying this role, who were real and still alive to this day, and the struggle they had trying to find this manhunt. It felt real. It felt like a real dialogue what people says. It felt, I have no problems in this movie. There's no dull moments. I was in there. I was invested in from the people who were in manhunt. Felt the struggle, the stress, the emotional. I felt with them, and it just literally broke me when the bombing happened in the movie, and I started crying. And because it actually happens. A few years ago, it was a horrible tragedy and felt real and raw, and just a very well done directed movie, and it was just care, which I love. I love seeing true stories come to fruition in the movie, in the big screen, with just care and pay respect for the people who are struggles. That's what Deepwater Horizon were amazing, because Peter Berg cared about the people who were in the oil, that they were suffering and struggle trying to survive. That's what they did in Patriots Day, with the more emotional powering. This is PG-13, this is rated R. It deserves an R rating because it had more raw to it, more grounded, and it is real. It's there, and it's happened. And this is why I give this movie a 9.5 out of 10 stars. Great movie. See the movie, please support this movie, because this is the right time to tell the story to this day, to 2017. And it's the right time to share everyone, well, teen and adults, because this is R-rated. I don't want kids to watch this until they're old enough to see this movie. But I needed to see this movie for what happened 3 years ago when I saw the news. I remember seeing the news. I was 7th grade. I was probably 13 or 14 at the time that happens. It sucks that it actually happened, but they did with such pay respect. It's a great movie. Great performance. Hopefully get some Oscar nomination. I hope it will. Probably best picture, probably best performance from the actor. But I don't want to get high expectation for that. But I hope you like this review, and I hope you see this movie. Please support this movie for what it is. I mean, it was the right thing to tell the story, and it was emotionally powerful. And I hope you enjoy this review, and please subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video on that channel.